So when the snare drum comes in, I'm going to show you the transmod. Check it out.
There's something in my heart.
Later, that.
You move yourself a little closer.
That's my snare drum.
You open.
Okay? Now, the reality is this is my snare drum. And then, let me explain what's going on. Who knows what a transient is? Transients? Okay. The transient is the attack of your sound. It's the energy, all the energy of your sound. There's two ways where the energy is stored in your sound. You have your average level, and then you have your peak levels. The transients are part of your peaks. It's the first 4 or 5 milliseconds of the sound. It's the attack. It's the click in the snare. That is what gets most mistreated in recording these days. Transients are what are in trouble. This software, this little plugin, the Transmod, lets you focus on the transients. Now you have to understand that it's not a dynamic-based thing. It's not how loud it is. It's really a duration thing. Every sound, no matter how quiet, no matter how soft, has a transient in it. It may be very small transient, but it has a transient. So what this software lets you do is it lets you change how big that period of time is. Look, I'm going to start at 0, and then I'm going to add more and more, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. Check it out. This is 0. Hear it? Hear it? So I'm not compressing. I'm not doing any of that. All I'm doing is I'm changing the transient, and I can remove it. I can remove the attack from the sound. That's just the attack. But everything else stays. So I don't know if you noticed, but there's a little ghost note, kokaka, kokaka. It doesn't get touched. This is crazy. You can literally pick just the attack of the sound and say, I want this much attack on my snare, without compressing it, without EQing it, without doing anything. So in the track, it sounds like this. It's pretty badass. Well, clearly this is much, but so this is with, without, with, without,
I feel so much, but I just can't let go.
with.
No.
It's amazing. You can literally change the whole morphology of your drums without compressing them. So when I do live drums, I compress half the amount I used to compress, which means I get the real touch from the drummer, but I get the real snap. You used to have like 2 compressors in a row, and then open the attack of the first one, and have a medium attack on the second one, and squish the hell out of it, but then you had no feel left. Everything was like... This lets you do the exact same thing in about 8 seconds with just 1 fader. Neat. It's called Transmod. It's a miracle in a plugin. I really, really like it. I use it on everything. You can also use it on full tracks. If somebody sends you a track that's squished and has no more transients, everything has been killed by a limiter, you can put some transients back in with this thing. It's miraculous.
You